Hi. I hope you guys can hear me okay. It's like super late and everyone's sleeping, so I'm just super bored and can't sleep. So I think I've watched all of Netflix. So, what are you guys doing? I have not been on here for so long. I don't even know how to read this stuff. Can't even see it barely. So, what have you guys been up to? If you can hear me. Can any of you hear me? I don't even know. Right? Like, there's not even anything to watch on TV anymore. What pattern are you working on, Harmony? You're at work, Carol. Well, at least you have something to do. The Oxbow cardigan. I haven't even heard of it. I tell you, I'm like so out of the whole like knitting and crocheting loop. I don't even know what's like popular right now. Ugh. I'm like tired, but I can't sleep. I don't know. Oh, you had surgery, Yvonne? I hope you're doing good. It feels me too. Don't feel bad, Joanne. I think it's like 1 a.m. or I don't even know what time it is. I've been watching Criminal Minds on Netflix and I don't know. It's like probably not the best thing to watch before going to sleep or trying to sleep, but I don't know. Hi, Patricia. Cataract seeing much better. Oh, that's good to hear, Yvonne. I'm glad you can see better. Have you tried melatonin? No, I have not tried melatonin, Nelly. I don't know. I've I've tried. I haven't really tried a lot. I tried Benadryl, but that like gives me like restless leg syndrome. If it sounds silly, I know, but so I can't take Benadryl. And I've tried sleepy time tea and chamomile tea, but none of that helps me either. So, and I don't drink, and I mean, I would probably get sleepy if I took like a shot of something, but I don't know. I could be tired all day and then like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock rolls around and I'm just awake. Restless leg syndrome, Harmony, is like your legs just feel like they're full of energy and all you want to do is like kick them or move, or it's just like creepy crawly. I don't know. It's a very uncomfortable feeling in your legs and you can't get comfortable. It's like you just want to like run, like your legs have so much energy you could like run a marathon, but yeah, I don't know. It's very uncomfortable though. Ugh. You know, that really helped me, and I once stopped. I'll have to look into it, Nellie. I will have to look into it. I think my mom has mentioned something about melatonin, so I might look into that. I don't know. And like I have anxiety on top of it. Like I don't want to be like so sleepy that if my kids need me or something that I can't like wake up. I don't know. I think too much. That's my problem. I think too much. Too much thinking. My brain just doesn't shut off, especially at nighttime. It's like I think about everything at night. I'm like tired, but I can't fall asleep. You could probably hear my dogs. Yes, Yvonne, I'm letting my hair grow. I gave up dyeing it like, I don't know, 3 years ago. So now it's just like, I don't know, it's gray and it's getting long and it's kind of annoying, but oh well. I don't care. It's usually up in a ponytail all day, every day, but it is what it is. I got sick of dyeing my hair. It never lasted long anyway. I have my days, Yvonne, where I love it and then I don't love it and I want to cut it all off, but I know I'll regret it. So those are the days I put it in a ponytail and just forget about it. Try again the next day. I might like it. I don't know. I think my birthday is coming up. I'm going to be 40 and that's like freaking me out. 40 years old. Sounds, I don't know. Have I prayed, Philly? Yeah, I pray. 40 so young? I hope. I don't know. I don't feel young. I mean, my mind is young, but my body doesn't feel young. It's like, the aches and pains and ugh. Maybe if I just moved more. That's one thing about that I noticed with knitting and crocheting. I sat so long. You remember being 40? Yeah, well, I'm gonna be 40 and kind of just let it all go. Let it go, huh? I'll try just to let it all go. I don't know. So what are you guys doing up? Just can't sleep either? Or what? I'm doing pretty good, Amanda. 40 years the best years of your life? I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so. A long time ago. Life is just, I tell you, it's always changing. It's only 10 o'clock there. Seriously, I don't know what time it is. I haven't even looked at the clock. If anyone's on the East Coast, what time is it? I have no idea. You're up with me now, Yvonne? Well, I don't want to keep you up. Rest your eyes if you need to. Oh, thank you, silly. I appreciate that. I did make, it wasn't winter time. I think it might have been winter time, like the end of winter. I did make something. I actually crocheted something. And it's this blanket that I absolutely love. Can you guys see? It's so warm and soft and cuddly. I love it. Oh, that's good, Frank. I can't read your name. French. I can't read, so I'm glad that I was able to help you with the magic loop. I look back on some of my old videos and I tell you what, I feel so embarrassed watching some of my old videos. Well, thank you so much for saying that. But yeah, I feel so embarrassed on some of my old videos. Thank you, Yvonne. That means a lot. It really, really does. But yeah, this blanket is super squishy and super soft, and I love it. Isn't that crazy how that works? Anika, I hope I pronounced that correctly. That's just crazy how you'll think of something and then it'll happen. I'm glad, Yvonne, that they're there for you. You're welcome, Zilly. Franca? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I really do. I hate botching people's names. It's embarrassing and I just feel silly. How did I come up with my channel name? Well, I have way too much anxiety and I'm always nervous. And especially when I started learning how to knit, like my hands would get super sweaty and I would hold the yarn too tight and the needles would like make that awful squeaking sound. And I was just nervous. So it just kind of went nervous knitter. I don't know. It just, I came up with it like on the fly, actually. Um, my channel started with the 10 stitch blanket. I could not do a wrap and turn to save my life. And excuse me. And oh, okay, Franca. Thank you. Glad I said it correctly. But I could not do a wrap and turn to save my life. So I really wanted to knit this 10 stitch blanket because I was kind of new to knitting and it was only 10 stitches and I thought I can do this. So I couldn't though. I watched so many tutorials on that blanket and I could not do it. I probably struggled with that blanket for, oh goodness, a long time. And yeah, so I had to come up with my own way to like do the corners. And after so many failed attempts and trying for so long, I finally got it and I was so excited. And then I had the problem of like the ridge in the blanket. And I know some people like the ridge and some people don't, but I didn't like it. So I had to figure out how to make it flat. So then I had to make it flat. And then I came up with it and it actually worked. And I was so excited that I was in a knitting group on Facebook and I shared that I had this like new way to like make a corner for the 10 stitch blanket without wrap and turns and everyone wanted to see how to do it. So I thought, okay, I will make a video on YouTube so everyone can watch it. And then that's just how my channel started. And it was fun and I got a lot of response and I was helping a lot of people. So it felt good to help people. So I just continued on with it. And then I went through like, I don't know, my my most popular video on my channel is how to make a pom-pom. And I hate that video. Well, I'm so happy that I was able to help you, Franca. But yeah, I hate the pom-pom video and it's like the most popular video on my channel. And I hate it. I just hate, oh, there's so much about that video that I don't like. Because when I first started, this is a funny story. When I first started, I didn't have like a proper camera or like anything, a tripod, nothing. So this is going to sound really funny, but what I had to do was I had to use my cell phone and I took two pieces of yarn and I made loops out of them, like big long loops out of the yarn. And I put them on each end of my phone. So my phone would like hang from these loops. And then I put the loops around my chandelier in my kitchen. And literally my phone just hung like off of my chandelier. And that's how I made videos for quite some time. And there was no editing. Like I am horrible at editing, but I didn't have anything to edit. And oh, if I messed up, I just had to like start over. Yeah, I really had to be creative when it came to how I was gonna like film the videos and the quality was horrible and the sound was horrible and but I wasn't there trying to be like I think that's something else I struggled with though was I compared my channel with like everyone else's channel and I wanted to be like them and I wanted to be professional and you know cute and pretty and blah 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 but that's just not who I am, I guess. I'm just get what I gotta get done and get it out there for people. It really does make me feel good that I was able to help people. So that's the only thing I cared about was just I was so excited that I would learn something new and I wanted to help other people learn it. And that was the only thing I really cared about. But there was, you get to a point where you compare yourself and then you get down on yourself and you don't think you're as good and blah blah blah. But I mean it is what it is. It happened. Um so why do you hate it? It's your most popular. right? It is my most popular, but I get a lot of hate on that video also. So, um, yeah, there's a lot of horrible, mean comments on that video, and I don't blame a lot of people. Like, okay, my name's the Nervous Knitter, so obviously I have a nervous problem. Like, I have an anxiety issue. I did really, really bad back then. Um, and I bit my nails and they looked awful, horrible. Like, so embarrassed. That's what's so embarrassing about it, I think, is like my voice and the way I talked, and like my nails looked awful. And it's just all so embarrassing. And people call you out on your most like self-conscious things, like the things you're most self-conscious about. People will call you out on it, and it makes them that much bigger. And mhm. I learned how to do a pom pom from you. My first color work was your white and red beanie, and of course your socks. Well, I'm glad I was able to help Harmony. Yeah, socks were another big thing for me. Like, when I wanted to, like, that was one of the things I really wanted to learn how to knit was socks. That was like my main thing. And I struggled with them so much, like, so much. There was so much I had to learn. Like, I couldn't the little 9 inch, I think it's even I don't even remember half the stuff now because it's been so long, but like I think it's the 9 inch circulars used for socks. My hands are so big, it's so hard to use those, and I wasn't that experienced of a knitter to be like trying to do that. And then to do like DPNs, too many needles. Water off the duck's back. When haters find a weakness, they don't. That's exactly right, Yvonne. I need to just let them go. But with socks, I'll tell you, socks was really hard because there was so much I had to learn. I couldn't comprehend DPNs. I still can't comprehend DPNs. If you can teach me, test me your chance and forget the haters. I have forgotten the haters. That is something I have let go. Like, I don't, people are going to say what people are going to say, and I can't control what they say. I can only control how I react to it. And I don't care anymore. I think I've just reached that point. I have gone through such like deep thinking this past year, and I've just let a lot of things go. I don't care what people will say, and I don't care. It's just what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna do me and y'all can do you, and we can all just be happy, because isn't that the goal in life, is just to be happy? That's what I want to do. Just want to be happy. But yeah, anyway, back to my socks. I don't know if you guys are interested in hearing this or not, but socks were really, really hard for me. Um, I had to learn how to do magic loop. So once I learned magic loop, then I was able to teach you all magic loop. And then I had to learn how to do the heel. And the heel, most heels are wrap and turns. And if they're not wrap and turns, then they're like German short rows, or I don't even know. I did an afterthought heel. Then I did the the fish lips kiss heel. I think that's what it's called. I don't even know. But yeah, it was, ugh. And socks. You make one and it's really hard to make the second one. So I think I actually completed, maybe I have 3 pairs of socks that I've actually completed. Yeah, exactly. It means you have to do two, and I cannot commit to the second one. That's another one of my problems is once I complete a pattern or I accomplish something, a pattern, and I have succeeded at it, I have no interest to do it again. Like, once I make like this blanket right here, I have made this blanket. I will never make another one like this again because I get so bored so fast. Like, I have to constantly be learning new things. Alopecia because of it, hair loss, and it falls out in clumps, and it's all just because of stress and anxiety. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I I feel I feel for y'all. Like, everyone who struggles with anxiety and depression and panic disorder, it's no joke. Like, it's debilitating. So many whips. Oh, I have so many. Well, actually, not anymore. I actually, this past week, cleaned out like all it was a horrible mess, you guys. Like, I'm not even joking. I had so many skeins of yarn, like half skeins, like barely any. It was just all tangled and mangled into one. It was a horrible, horrible, disorganized mess. And I mean, that was probably like a reflection of how my mind was because it was just so disorganized and so mangled and so, ugh, I threw a lot of it away because there was just no saving it. It was just a horrible mess. Yes, so many needles. Yeah. No, I have not done a tutorial on this blanket. And to be honest, it's another one of my problems, you guys. I don't remember the stitch I used for this. I know I liked it because like there's no holes in it. Like you can hold it up to the light and there's no holes. And that's the one thing that I like crocheting because it's faster, but I don't like the holes in it. Like this cardigan, for instance, I made this one. Angela's right high in her 1 cup of milk, it helps me sleep. These go so fast. No, I have not tried the turmeric and the milk. I will look into it though. Thank you, John. But this cardigan here, I crocheted this. It was over a year ago. I think it was like a March or January, like 2019. But this, it was really nice when I first did it. Like when I finished it, it like fit perfectly. Like it came right at my waist and it was really nice. But like after washing it and just wearing it, it's like down to my knees now practically. Like it just stretches. It has no memory. So that is like one thing that I don't like about crochet, but I love crocheting because it goes fast and I can finish things faster so I don't get bored with them as easily. It's just I wish they held their shape better. I don't know. I like another one of my problems is blankets. I love to start blankets. I'm not so good at finishing blankets. So, yeah, that's another one of my downfalls. I love one row repeats and difficult. Count the rows. Exactly. And then you get messed up and it's just, oh, yeah. Or like if you get interrupted in the middle of a row, especially with a knitting, you get interrupted in the middle of the row and it's like a complicated kind of pattern. And then you have to like remember where you start, like remember where you left off, how to like pick it back up. And then if you mess up, like just picking back, oh, I tell you, I don't know. It's frustrating. And it was starting to like give me anxiety. Just knitting will give me anxiety sometimes. So, yeah. Some people use it to relax. I am one of those people that I don't want to sound, it has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, I don't want nothing to do with it. If I mess up, I can't just look at an object and be like, oh, I love it just because I made it and it looks good. But if to me, if it's not perfect, then I lose interest and I give up on it. Yeah, you could try to write it down, but I am so unorganized. Like, I'm being completely honest with y'all. I am so unorganized. It's not even funny. Like, seriously. I am an unorganized person. 12 stitches and just put it down. Yeah, that's what I would do, Yvonne. If I dropped a stitch or it, yeah. You enjoy the stress that knitting gives you. I just feel different now. Hey, the shower of slime. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a different type of anxiety. I get that. So, I don't know. That's just where I'm at. I don't have, I'm lacking patience. I can't sit down to do a tutorial on anything. And I don't even, here's another thing about me that you may not know, is that I'm really not that creative. Like, I'm not. I'm being honest. I'm not like, for instance, Crystal at Bago Day Crochet, God love her. She is so creative. Like, she makes things and just does them, and they are always nice and beautiful. And I, she is so creative, and I love that about her. she can just do something and make it and it looks great, and she just comes up with it on her own, and I cannot do that. I mean, I can copy a pattern, I can read a pattern, and I can make it and replicate it, but I cannot come up with it myself. Very rarely. Like with the knitting, the Fair Isle hats that I did with knitting, I came up with those, but at the end of the day, those weren't that really that complicated. But like to make a cardigan, and I don't know. And then she puts it in pattern form and she teaches it, and oh my goodness. So yeah, a lot of love to Bago de Crystal. She is just fantastic when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, I'm just got tired of watching Criminal Minds on Netflix. I've been like binging it every night. What do you guys watch? Anything? Is there anything good on Netflix that you want to watch that you watched recently? Because I need something. What is your favorite way to design? Cables or Fair Isle? Fair Isle, because here's something. Cables I'm not good at all. Did you wear the cardigan during the video? I remember you were wearing. Yeah, Harmony, I was wearing this cardigan when I did the video outside like last year, the year before. I bet you could if you didn't have. I've never actually tried I've never tried cables. I mean I've tried them, but they're too I can't do it. Like I can't do it. It's like wrap and turns. Although I did teach myself wrap and turns. I did for the 10 stitch spiral blanket, I think it's called. I did. I taught myself that and I learned it, and like a crazy person, I sat there and I did it really, really fast and I got all the way through it. And then I forgot how to do it when I went to go pick it up the next day. So maybe you could if you didn't have too many thoughts going through your head. Yes, exactly. I have too many thoughts going through my head. Like they just jump one thought to another thought to another. Your video is helping me relax, go to sleep. Happy I was here for you as I've been for me. Stay in touch with us. Okay, good night, sweetie. Good night, Yvonne. I'm sorry I didn't see you. So I hope good night. I hope you have a good night. I hope your eyes keep getting better day by day. Yes, Harmony Crystal is like a freaking genius when it comes to crochet and designing and just being creative. There's only 18 people and 19 people in here. I don't suspect too many people to be in here. I just couldn't sleep. Thought I would say hello. Maybe if I didn't think so much to myself and just like actually spoke words. Oh, well, thank you, Merdina. I hope I said that right. I'm not good at pronouncing names. And I love names that are uncommon because I love to hear new names, but I'm not good at pronouncing them. So I apologize. Right, Kelly? We all have sleeping issues. A lot of people do. And it's like either watch mindless television or scroll Facebook or scroll YouTube or scroll TikTok. Oh my gosh, TikTok. Are you guys on TikTok? I will, Franca, I will try to sit back with the spiral blanket and see if I can do it. I will try. Call the Midwives. I think that's what it's called. I never watched the show, but I did crochet a blanket. I guess there's like a Call the Midwives blanket. I did crochet one of those, but I've never seen the show. Ever, ever, ever. I've always wanted to try, but I get bored easily. Like super easy. I don't know why. It's just hard for me to sit still sometimes. I get bored with TV. But like TikTok, I discovered TikTok. Oh my goodness. Last year. And I don't know if any of you guys have been on TikTok, but like you just scroll, it like goes, you just scroll through these like 1 minute videos. And it's not even addicting as much as it's just like time just goes away. It just escapes you. Yeah, you should. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to inspire any of y'all to get on TikTok because once you get on it, you just start scrolling through these little videos and they're all different things and they have different like there's a cleaning hack side of TikTok. There's all kinds of stuff. Like it's crazy. Cooking, cleaning, like they have their own little niches and I don't know. It gets when you get bored, you just sit there and I could do something more, I guess, productive with my time, but I don't. I really don't. I just try to not think. That's what I'm trying to do. Your video showing how to do textured knitting was my first video I saw of you and was my introduction to knitting. It is nice to be able to say thank you to you. Like, oh, well, you are so welcome. You are so, so welcome. I love helping people. Like, it makes me feel good to help people. Like, when I can help someone learn something that they've struggled with, it makes me feel like so great. Like, it's so rewarding. Knitting, only to study. Knitting becomes addicting. Yes, it does. I went through that. I was very addicted to knitting. That's a funny story. There's a group on Facebook when I first started knitting that I actually got kicked out of because people would be wanting help with something and I would like, "Oh, I have a video on that. Here's the link." And they kicked me out for sharing my own links. I was just trying to help people and they kicked me out. Does anyone know what time it is? Oh, it's 1:30. It's not that late. There are some, I'll tell you, like I'm not a snobby knitter, like at all. Like I'm not a snobby knitter whatsoever. But there are some knitters that are very snobbish. And if any of you are in here, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you, but like you can't even like mention the word crochet to some knitters. Like they really, no, you cannot. Like it's a sin in their eyes. You cannot say crochet. Does size matter? What are you talking about, Allie? I'm sorry, I can't see. I have glasses. I should probably wear my glasses, but I don't know where they're at. Does size matter? Well, I guess. What are you talking about? Ugh, that is not going to help these glasses at all. Oh, I have glasses now. I'm actually in my living room and YouTube like is on my TV and I have a white screen on so I can be seen. Oh, here we go. This is okay. I have never been on TikTok. You know, if you're not, you probably don't need to be on TikTok because I'm telling you, some people get on TikTok and they have a hard time getting off TikTok. Follow Wow Crochet. She is a lovely woman. She is from Australia. I will check her out. I have 5-point needles and they're hard to knit with. 5-point needles. I knit English style, and a lady walked up to me and tried to tell me continental was exactly continental. There's people that think continental knitting is just like the absolute best and everyone should do it. But you know, I think you should knit however you are comfortable knitting. Like everyone holds their yarn different, everyone knits different, everyone holds their needles differently. You know, it's whatever you can flow with faster, like however you enjoy it, whatever's comfortable for you. I tried continental knitting. My stitches were horribly loose, and I don't know. What do you think of love relationships nowadays? Eh, yeah, I don't really talk about that stuff at all. So I will say nothing. I say nothing. Nothing. Anyways, back to knitting. We're actually going to. Anyways, the needles are 1.7. They're very hard to knit with. She's going live in 45 minutes. She's very funny and her tutorials are brilliant like yours. I will check her out. I'm sure I'll still be up in 45 minutes. More than likely. The needles are 1.7. 1.7. They're very hard to knit with. So they're like super, super small, like really tiny needles, and they're hard to knit with. Because some needles that are super, super tiny are hard to like just hold on to and like, yeah. I get that. Yeah, it's helped me out. Thank you. You are so welcome, Janie. I love helping people, so that makes me feel good. So I learned to knit a cardigan. I realized all the cardigans I have bought from stores are ugly and were never my style. Yes, I totally understand that. There are cardigan, like in my head, I've always had like the perfect style cardigan that I want for myself, and I could never ever find it in a store. And then I made this one, and I absolutely loved it. It was like perfect for me. But then it stretched out, and I haven't knitted a cardigan yet. Like I have not taken on that task. I don't know if I ever will. I wanted to. I had plans to. I had so many plans, but I never knitted one. I never knitted a cardigan. And that's another thing. The word knitted, I actually got like reprimanded in one of my videos for saying knitted. It's not a word, but I'm pretty sure it's a word. Like it works for me. It's in my vocabulary, so it's a word, knitted. I tell you, people will complain about everything and anything knitted, like yell at me because I've done it. Hello, I'm having issues to sleep tonight as well. I crochet a lot of lovies. Not sure how to knit. Well, crocheting is just fine. If you want to learn how to knit, that's something. It's an expensive hobby. I can tell you that. Knitting is more expensive than crochet, I think. Try knit socks on 2.25 millimeter circular needles. Oh, Franca, I feel for you on that. I did that once. It takes a very long time. And then you have to knit another one if you're not doing two at a time. Knit is a verb and past tense is knitted. I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because she tried to make me feel stupid for saying knitted. Please keep saying knitted. I will. Trust me, I do not let people stop me from doing what I want to do. The expensive part of knitting is hoarding yarn for you. Yeah, you know what got yarn is expensive, but the needles, like there's so many different types of needles and cords and sets and double pointed needles and like DPNs, and there's all different kinds, and like the little circular needles, like when you want to do hats, you want to get a 16-inch circular, or what if you want to knit like a small hat? Well, then you need a 4.25 16-inch circular needle, or you want a 5 millimeter 16-inch circular needle. It can go on and on and on. You can have so many needles. I tell you what, I've lost so many. I looked for so many. So that no one sees what I bought. I've been there and done that. Yes, I have. What was the Hirschner's? Have you checked out Hirschner's online? They have some really good deals sometimes, some really nice yarns. They have sometimes like free shipping or like 35 cents shipping. So it's really nice. And it ships. So you don't have to sneak it into the house. It'll just like come to your door and you can say like, it's just a package, or, retrieve it off the porch when no one's looking. I should have got something to drink. But yeah, knitting can be expensive just with all the needles you need. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you can have 10 different size 16-inch circular needles. Have their shipping more expensive? Yes, I agree with that. And I always thought that free shipping would be better than like a 20% off code or whatever. It smells like yarn has boatloads of yarn. Yeah, I have actually checked out Ross from Smells Like Yarn. He does. He does have a lot of yarn. There's a lot of people that have a lot, like a ton of yarn. Like, I don't have the space to have a ton of yarn. I have hello Anna. Anna's Crafty Amour. Um, but yeah, I don't have the space to hoard like a crap ton of yarn. I don't have the space. And I'll never use it. I mean, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm never going to use it. I will look at it and I will say I have plans for it, but I'm not fooling myself. I know. See and talk to you. I've missed you, but my youngest is going to get me up early, so I hope to see you soon. You're beautiful. Oh, thank you, Harmony. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. It's nice talking to you. Crochet around New Zealand. But yeah, I don't have the space to have all that. I did a big giveaway of yarn recently. It was needed. Yeah. I actually donated a lot of the yarn I had to like the nursing homes and stuff because I didn't have the room for it. And then, oh my goodness, you guys, then I got into quilting because last year I had a sewing machine. It was an old sewing machine. I didn't even know how to use this sewing machine, barely, rarely. And everyone needed masks. Ugh, I know. Like you couldn't find a mask anywhere. You had to make them because you had to wear them. So I started making masks for like my family and friends. And then I really started like sewing. So then, oh, have you ever heard of the Little Knits? They have amazing deals. No, I've never heard of them. But so I started sewing masks. Well, then I started like sewing. Well, then like me, I needed like this new sewing machine. And so then I bought a new sewing machine, and then I was like, oh, I gotta make a quilt. So then I had to make a quilt because I wanted to be a quilter. So then I like obsessed over quilting for like months. And yeah, that's what I did. Oh, I showed you a while ago, but I haven't seen you live for ages. You know, I think this is maybe the third time I've been live ever in like the whole time of my channel. So yeah, it's a rarity. That's what you said that has low shipping. Hirschner's. If you Google it, I don't know how to spell it. It's spelled funky. So you'll have to Google Hirschner's. Just like say it into your phone, Hirschner's, and it should come up. Because I don't know how to spell it. About material thinking I would do quilting. Yes, exactly. And I did. Oh, good night, Merdina. Have a good night. But yes, I actually, hold on, I'll show you the quilt that I made. My dog ate it though. I got a puppy. I got a puppy and he ate my quilt. It was so nice of him. But ugh, I folded it up and I look at it from time to time because it's probably the only quilt I'll ever make. I can't thank you enough for teaching me how to make the perfect pom-pom. Awesome teach. You are so welcome, Celeste, but let me tell you, I hate that video, but I'm glad it helped you. But this is the quilt I made. Can you see it? It's like really hard to show. This is the quilt I made, and this is where my dog ate it. Do you see that? Like, my dog ate it. So mad. Oh, got it. Thank you. Hey, you should do more lives, but you shouldn't sleep too. I agree. I just got a puppy too. Oh, pretty. I'll tell you. Yeah, this was fun to make. I bought this new sewing machine. I was like, I'm going to be a quilter now. I've mastered crocheting. I've mastered knitting. Now I'm going to master quilting. And this is the only quilt I've made. But Quilting is, oh, quilting, or like just sewing in general. Fabric is so expensive. Hi there, sweetheart. I hope you are doing better. Hi, Ida. I am today doing better. It goes moment by. It's like a roller coaster of emotions, a roller coaster of days. But yeah, so quilting's expensive, but this was fun. It's really messed up though. It's like it's got so many mistakes in it. It's not even funny, but I'm so proud of it. Yeah, my puppy, oh, he is, oh my goodness. We got him right at the beginning of last year. So that was like right when they shut everything down and we couldn't socialize him. So he is not socialized and he does not like people. And it's horrible. Well, thank you, Franca. I try to be talented. Well, I guess, yeah, I try. I try to learn new things. I'm interested in all kinds of crazy things. I want to learn all kinds of crazy things. But yeah, that was probably my one and only quilt I'll ever make from start to finish. Hope we get to see your puppy. There was I did a video last year. It was like me outside. It was like, I think it was titled I'm Back. You can actually see my puppy in the end of that video if you want to. He's bigger now. But yeah. Where am I from? I am from Ohio, the US, in the US. I'm gonna put this quilt back before he sees it and wants to eat it again. Oh, okay. Have you seen that cowboy who does quilting? Can't remember his name offhand. No, I have not. But there's a Marine. I've seen the Marine guy who does quilting. I've watched him. There's like these other three guys that do quilting. I forget their name. I haven't even watched a quilting video in like forever. Like, my goodness. But yeah. I'm subscribed to all their channels. I just haven't watched them. I tried sewing. I prefer knitting and crochet since it's easier to undo mistakes and cheaper. Have you tried tatting? It's pretty cool. Crochet, thread, needle, and shell tatting. Is tatting like, what is it called where you take the really sharp needle and you take like, I think it's wool and you like poke it to like make things? That I've tried and that was painful. And I am not coordinated enough to do that without stabbing myself repeatedly. Needle felting, yes. Needle felting hurt me. Like, I'm not coordinated enough to needle tat because, nah. Nope. Felting, yeah, needle felting. Tatting, you make pretty lace. Oh, I don't know if I'd have the patience for lace because that takes patience and I lack that sometimes. If it doesn't go fast enough, I can't do it. Tatting, same, I can't sleep. You see, can't sleep either. How many people can't sleep? Oh, I haven't bought this thing. This is wonderful. Do any of you guys have one of these? It is like a neck and like back massager. It's so nice and so relaxing, but it doesn't help me sleep any. But I've tried it. Not bedtime yet in California. Oh, I usually don't go to bed until like, I don't know, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I sleep like maybe 3 or 4 hours. Then I'm up doing it all again. I may put on some meditation music or something. I've tried that. I've tried what is it, like the rain in the forest on YouTube? Yes, Franca, those are so nice. They really are. They're like, it's not like vibrating little things. I don't like the vibrating like type of, this is gonna sound horrible, the vibrating like massagers for your neck. Those, I don't like those at all. But these are like, they got these little like round things in them. They're like little like, oh, hold on, like little, and they spin and they get like into your muscle, and it like makes it all nice and relaxed. The Calm app. So I thought, do you have to pay for the Calm app? I thought I looked at that before and it was like you had to pay for it. My knitting role model decided to start a life. Oh, I'm your knitting role model. I feel flattered. Well, thank you. I shouldn't be anyone's role model, though. Trust me. I am nowhere near role model material. Have you tried the Headspace app? No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't tried it. They have limited available for free. Okay, I think I did look into it, and then it, like, the stuff I wanted, like, you had to pay for, and I'm kind of not, I don't know. I'm frugal, for a better term of cheap. Ugh. And you were studying the shower of slime. What were you studying? I mean, you should maybe go back to studying because that's like more important, probably. Sleep stories are mostly free. Yeah. I have a horrible habit. Like, I want to watch like crime documentaries or like Criminal Minds I've been watching, or like Mr. Nightmare on YouTube. Like, I'll watch that kind of stuff before I go to bed, which probably is not good for me at all. Like, I don't know. Genetics. See, genetics is probably an important subject that you probably need to study. So, you probably shouldn't like watch. You should probably go study. Try my sister swears by it. Try it, my sister swears by it. Okay, I will try it. Real life crime. Real life crime. I think I've seen that. Maybe I have. I watch a lot of crime stuff and I don't remember half the stuff, like the names. I listen to a channel on YouTube that plays relaxing music and I fall asleep every time. There, yeah, I've watched like the ones that do like the rain and the storm and that kind of stuff. Do you watch Snapped? No, I have not watched Snapped. My mom watches that show, but I don't watch that show. I don't even know if I've tried that show, but I don't watch it. I heard like there's this one like method where you can do to try to fall asleep, like especially if you're having problems like not shutting your brain off, is like you lay down and you try to get like super relaxed and you try to like think of every single muscle in your body and try to relax it. And then you repeat in your head, don't think, don't think, don't think, don't think. It sounds silly, but sometimes it works because you're not able to like form any other thought other than don't think. So it helps you fall asleep. I don't know. It's worked a couple times for me. I haven't worn these glasses in a very long time. So I don't know if my eyes are just like, I don't know. Cardio before bed, something helps with sleep if you're into that. No, like I'm not into cardio. I am like, I probably should be. Like, I I could probably use that. So yeah, it probably would not hurt me to do some cardio. It might be useful. Yeah. Oh wow. Well, thank you, Anna. I will try. I will try that. I've tried a lot of things. I think my latest thing now is like I try to like envision what my I want my life to be like my perfect life. I'll try to envision that in my head, but then I get excited about it and then I can't fall asleep. So I will try the whole wardrobe and thing in my bedroom. But yeah, like I will try to envision like what I want my future to be. And then I get excited because wouldn't it be great? Yeah. Like when I was younger, reading the Bible would make me fall asleep in seconds. Because you were boring or just you felt at peace. 478 breathing technique, lots of resources. I've actually read up on that. There's a lot of breathing techniques. I have anxiety. I don't think I'm not going to say I have anxiety. I don't have it. I don't want it. So I don't have it. I'm not keeping it. But I've struggled with it. I've struggled with anxiety enough that yeah, I know a lot of breathing techniques. I do. And I've tried a lot. I think my mom says I've been this way ever since I was like a little kid. I never slept at night. Ever, never, never. So it's just who I am, I guess. I just stay awake at night. I come awake. Just I get awake when the sun goes down. That's just how I am. Yeah, I don't know if now the shower of slime, I need to know, was it because it relaxed you or it bored you? Like it put you at peace or it just bored you to sleep? Amy, I know how you feel. Scary TV programs increase adrenaline. Watch them in the morning instead of before bed. See, that's my problem, Celeste. I'm thinking that's my problem. Sister never sleep at night. She kept my mom up for 2 years solid. It was the opposite. I was the opposite. Yeah, like I've just always stayed awake. I'm unsure, honestly. I grew up in a religious home, and the last thing I wanted to do was read the Bible for the 300th time. I understand that. I do. I get that. I've never read the Bible from like cover to cover. I've studied certain books or, certain verses, but I've never read it from cover to cover. I think I would get bored. So, like, for you guys that are knitting and crocheting, what is like the pattern now? Like, I know when I first started, like I said, it was like the 10 stitch blanket. Everyone talked about it. Is there like another pattern going around that everyone's like raving about? Like that they just, is popular right now? I'm interested. I'm listening while I eat dinner. You're eating dinner? Oh, I'm hungry, but I will not. I can't eat this late at night. Sorry, I have to go. So good chatting with you. I'm going to record a video before it gets dark. Okay, well, have a nice night, Anna, and thanks for stopping in and saying hi. But yeah, is there like a popular pattern for like knitting or crochet right now? Does anyone know? I'm interested. Like, I am interested to know if there is a popular knitting or crochet pattern going around. I don't keep up with what's popular. No, but see, like when I was really doing my YouTube channel, I always had to keep up with what was like popular and what was like trending and what was, then you have to, I tried too hard to make my channel something that I'm not. And that is what I've learned, that I tried so hard being something that I wasn't, that I burned myself out on it. It happens. Always be true to yourself. That is my advice for you tonight is there's going to be people in your life that don't like you, and there's going to be people in your life that love you, and you have to love you first, and you have to do what sits right with you. Wisdom. my wisdom for the hour, for the night. I get kind of goofy at this hour. It's 6 p.m. Wednesday. That's I still can't wrap my brain around how that works. There's a lot of things I can't wrap my brain around how it works. Like, I mean, it is 2021 and radio still confuses me. I'm telling you, the shower of slime, it's true. It's so true. I've wasted so many years of my life trying to be something I wasn't. But on my channel, I found it too expensive to keep up with buying the yarn for the show and tell videos. Now I do travel videos too. See, I think that would be fun. Travel videos would be fun. It's just something different, new content. Like, I got burned out on trying to keep up with what everyone else was doing, like, and it wasn't what I wanted to do, but it's what everyone wanted. I don't know. 7 a.m. Wednesday here. But yeah, like, if anyone is starting a YouTube channel or they have a YouTube channel, don't get so wrapped up into what everyone else is doing. Just stay true to yourself. Like I said, there's going to be people that don't like you and there's going to be people that do like you. And you do not have to cater to those people that do not like you. You don't want to surround yourself with people that have nothing in common with you anyway, that don't like you or that only like you because you're not actually being you. Does that make any sense? Is that confusing? Like, I want to be genuine and real, and I want people to be genuine and real with me too. And then it doesn't get confusing, and I don't have to pretend to be something I'm not. Yeah. Just okay, like my channel, The Nervous Knitter. Well, I'm not really knitting anymore or crocheting or doing anything with yarn. So, but I have to keep that name. I don't know. So, I don't even know what to make a video on anymore. That's my thing. That's what I'm struggling with because I'm not really doing the whole knitting and crocheting thing anymore. So, what do you make videos on? I know I have a few people that like me for me, but what am I going to do a video on? Because then you have the whole thing. You need it to be popular. You need to have a popular video because that's the goal, is to have something that everyone enjoys and everyone wants to watch. And you just can't cater to that many people. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. To be someone you aren't to make others happy is exhausting. I'm glad you're living your life for yourself now. I am, Laura. Thank you. I'm not completely, not there yet, but I'm getting closer and closer and closer to me. I've been away for a very long time, but I'm trying to rediscover the things I like to do because I don't know. I'm falling off this couch. But I have a lot of hobbies and a lot of interest, but the people who signed up to watch my channel or just, subscribe to my channel, they might not be interested in what I'm interested in. Just do what you enjoy. Take your phone out with you and video something from your area. Make it varied and interesting. Once in lockdown, I just picked tomatoes. See, there you go. YouTube channel, I would be interested in traveling to discover the history of knitting. That would be interesting. The history of knitting. And see, and that's another thing. When you do start a YouTube channel, you have to really see. I didn't think it through. I told you that earlier. I didn't think it through. I just did it. But once you start a channel, you have to stick. You don't have to stick with that category or that subject, but you're gonna get a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers. And then if you change it up, you're gonna lose a lot of subscribers, and then your channel isn't gonna do so well. And that's another thing you have to ask yourself. What is your goal when starting a channel? Oh, what do I enjoy? What don't I enjoy? I have, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't care. I like to go fishing. I like to go hiking. Well, hiking, that's not really hiking. I'm not like one of those adventurous hikers. I'm going to climb the mount, whatever. I'm going to climb to the top of the mountain. No, that is not me. I like to just go into the woods and just like walk around and explore new things that maybe people haven't seen yet. Um, I'm very interested in like, this is gonna sound horrible, but like different types of bugs. Like, I don't want them on me, but I like to look at them and like try to figure out what they are. Doing the videos gets me out and about. Otherwise, I was getting depressed. Exactly. And depression, once you're depressed, it's really hard to get yourself out of that depressive state. I know all about that. But see, that's another thing. Like, what I like, it varies from day to day. Some days I don't even know what I like. I don't know. Sorry to hear, crocheting around New Zealand. Yeah, you can't let yourself stay in a depressive state too long. You know, like I've suffered with depression and anxiety and panic for such a long time that I don't know. I think a lot of it is perspective. You know, once you get to a certain point, your perspective changes and it's like it's always going to be this way and it's always going to be sad, and you focus more on the things that make you sad than you do on the things that made you happy, because the things that made you happy are fading away. We went to go, I got rid of people that would come out with all this conspiracy theories, and the minute my friend said she agreed with Trump, I told her to do one. Don't stress yourself. Many people have become addicted to posting pictures and videos just to get popularity. But the most important question is if you. Exactly. You have to do what you like. And that's where I got lost in the whole YouTube thing. Is it started out, I just did it because I enjoyed it, and then it became like a chore that I had to do it. And I just lost the love to do it, if that makes any sense. But you want to keep up. Like you get this, like, I don't know, it's like you have to get subscribers, you have to get the views, and you become so fixated on how many subscribers you have and how many views you have, and it's I don't know. You go through this whole phase of you do it for the wrong reason. You get too, like I said, fixated on views and subscribers. So that's what happened to me. I'm being honest. I will be right back. I need to get something to drink. I've talked way too much. Like, I've been talking for like over an hour. So give me like 2 seconds so I can get something to drink. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. And it probably doesn't help that I drink sweet tea at night, but whatever. I like my sweet tea. Let's see. Don't start to deleted all social media after George Floyd. Not to get political, but I have not looked back, and honestly, I have not missed anything in the world. Crochet is live. I'm going to watch her. You need to follow her. Please get some sleep. Okay, thank you, Franca. Some people just do it for the money. I just do it to make what makes me happy now. Even though I'm not popular, I'm slowly growing my channel. I like to connect with people. Yeah, see, and you're doing it for the right reason. Me, because I had such bad anxiety and panic disorder that it was hard for me to keep a job. I could get a job. I went to college. I I worked at like a very reputable orthopedic center. Um, I mean, I've had a lot of jobs, a lot of places. I worked at a drug testing facility, but I couldn't keep the job because my panic and anxiety would always get the best of me. So YouTube was a way for me to make money and stay home and where I could control my anxiety better and my panic better. And it worked out for me. But like I said, you get fixated on the views, you get fixated on the subscribers, and that's just what happens. Well, I hope that people can relate to me. I just want people to know that they are not alone and that, I mean, sometimes I feel all alone. So it's nice to know that I'm not all alone too, like, and how I feel. So I only have 600 subscribers, so I can't make money even if I wanted to. How long have you had your channel for? Crocheting around New Zealand? Absolutely relate. I don't knit. I can't crochet. I found it from a pom-pom tutorial. Yes, the pom-pom tutorial. I think I told you. I absolutely hate that video, but I'm glad that you found me through it. 18 months, I think. Okay, have you tried, are you on Facebook? Crocheting around New Zealand? If you're on Facebook, okay, how I started my channel. Okay, what I did is I joined every knitting and crochet group I could possibly join. And it's going to sound horrible, but you have to market yourself to grow your channel. You do a tutorial, you go into every knitting and crochet Facebook group and you post it. And a lot of them might get mad at you. A lot of them might delete it. A lot of them might kick you out of their group. But that's what you have to do constantly. You have to read people's comments in there, and if they're struggling with something, then you have a tutorial for something, or you have some way to help them, or you have a video on what they're talking about. Share the video. I think you said you did giveaways, right? I know giveaways helped me, but just marketing myself, literally putting every tutorial out in every knitting and crochet group I could until it grew. But I'm not gonna lie, the pom-pom video is what helped me. Like, I got lucky. I seriously got lucky with that. I don't know why people, there's a lot of people that don't like that pom-pom video. And I'm gonna tell you, it's my most embarrassing video, I think, honestly. Um, but a lot of people watched it. I don't know why. People tell me that I sound like Mabel from Gravity Falls and that. Like, I've listened to her voice. I don't think I sound like her. Not having the time anymore, but I did that a few times. No, not doing giveaways. It's way too expensive for me to do the shipping from here. And yeah, that's true. The shipping is very expensive. People expect all the time. That is one thing. Like when I did giveaways, I could only ship to the US and Canada. And I only tried shipping to Canada once because I had a winner one time in Canada and it had to go through like, oh, it was the paperwork just to fill it out was such a thing. My most popular crochet video has over 10K views. Well, that's a really good start. I mean, that's actually really good. I have videos that don't even have 10K views. So that's really good. It'll grow. It just takes time. Like I said, I got lucky with a pom-pom video. It was just pure luck. Like I'm not nothing special, I promise. It was just luck that a lot of people watched that video. And it was a lot of YouTube too. YouTube pushed that video out to a lot of people. So, I mean, it's luck of the draw. I'm convinced. But it's funny that pom-pom video, like when I meet someone and I didn't tell my friends for over a year, maybe 2 years. Actually, might have been 3 years. I didn't tell my friends that I had a YouTube channel. Um, I wanted to do it all authentically, not with friends or family help. Get less than 20 views. Hard to grow a Kiwi video. How to grow a Kiwi video. My girlfriend actually traveled Europe to get more subscribers. Wow. Let's not forget that knitting and crocheting is not the most popular nor exciting hobby outside looking at. That is true too. It's not. You have to know your audience. But back to the thing, what was I even talking about? Oh my goodness, my brain. The pom-pom video, I didn't tell friends. Oh, I didn't tell my friends or family like that I had a YouTube video. Like my mom knew, and that was it. But and like when I meet someone and I become friends with them, and then I'll finally tell them, hey, I have a YouTube video or a YouTube channel, and they're like, well, what are you? And I tell them, the nervous knitter, and they go and look it up. And I have to give this like pre-warning. Please don't judge me from my pom-pom video. That is not who I am. I don't bite my nails anymore. So yeah. It's crazy. How have you been? Missed you in your videos. I'm doing good, Joan. How are you? It's like there's a competition who can do what and how much work someone can do. Exactly. It is a competition. Private embroidery group on Facebook, and everyday people post pictures of their work or other people's works. Yep. It is. It becomes a competition. And you get fixated on being in competition instead of just being, if that makes any sense. I say that a lot. You tell everyone? Hold on, did I miss something? When the videos get... Oh, you tell everyone about your channel. And that's fine. Like I said, I had, I'm going to say it again, anxiety and all that stuff. And I was just embarrassed. I was shy and embarrassed. I don't like being judged, which is crazy because if you don't like being judged, why on earth would you have a YouTube channel? Because that's where everyone gets judged. But yeah, I don't like being judged or talked about or made fun of. And I'm not special, so I don't know why I think people talk about me. But I don't know. It's just part of overthinking, I guess. It does help. It did help for a while. It does take your mind off, the depression, and it does help calm your mind. But sometimes you get to a point, excuse me, where it can actually cause anxiety, which it did in my case. So she made a comment about crochet, and I said, oh, I have a YouTube channel. Yep. I used to do that too with people on the phone. Are secretly admired by many. You think they're yeah, I like to think that way too. I'm gonna think that they are secretly admired by many. Yeah, we are secretly admired by many people. We are special beings. And I'm playing with my hair too much because it's in my way. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, 2 more seconds. Here, I had to plop it on top of my head. Okay, don't hang up on the whole people crochet fast, because a lot of times people will... Here's a secret. Here's a little thing. They have many examples set out in front of them, and they're not working a project from start to finish in that quick of a time. Like, it takes probably days, but it's just all edited together. And some people do crochet fast, but I can crochet fast. But when you're doing a video for people, you don't want to crochet fast. What did Joan say? Have you ever thought these people who pick only the negativeness may be jealous of who you are as a person? No, I've never, I'm being honest, I never ever thought anyone would ever be jealous or envy me in any way. Like, I've always thought of myself as below others. I also crochet, but I am slow. I wonder if it's only me because in the videos people seem to be fast. I would not worry about people crocheting fast. You will get there. If you want to crochet fast, you will learn how to crochet fast. If you don't need to, you don't need to. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. We can still have fun with electricity while the world burns in panic. Yeah. There will always be trolls everywhere on the internet. It sucks so bad. They just feel crap about themselves. Yeah, I don't know why people say horrible, mean things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've scrolled through videos that I thought were not my favorite. I've come across people that are just not my favorite type of people, but I'm not gonna sit there and bash them, you know, like, just scroll, keep scrolling, you know, they're not part of my people group, people that I prefer. It is what it is. Doesn't mean that you have to bash them or make fun of them. I mean, maybe they're jealous, but I don't know what they'd be jealous of. Exactly. I'm never rude to other people, ever. Like, I will not go out of my way to hurt someone's feelings. Like, what is the point of that? I why do you want to hurt someone's feelings? I don't get that. Like, I can't comprehend why you would want to hurt someone's feelings. I've always been brutally honest. Once upon a time, I was mean to someone on the internet and the person replied nicely. I felt so bad and since then changed my attitude. Yep. And I've done that. Like, someone will leave a rude comment to me on one of my videos and I will reply back very kind, very nice, tell them to have a blessed day. And yeah. I mean, if you look at my magic loop video, if you read the very first comment, I actually pinned it because it was such a rude comment. So she obviously wanted to be seen and heard, so I just pinned her comment to the top. And that's how I dealt with that. It's whatever. You guys can slow down the videos. Can't you, like, put them in, like, half the speed? I think you can. I'm barely on YouTube anymore. So they've done a lot of updates. My stupid band-aid keeps falling off. I burnt my hand horribly. And my band-aid keeps falling off and it's annoying. Well, you guys, we have spent 1 hour and 24 minutes together. And I think I am going to go and wash my face and brush my teeth and try to lay down and try to relax. But I had so much fun talking to you guys. I'm going to do this more. Like, when I can't sleep, I'm just going to get on here and we're just going to talk about the day. So I want to tell you all thank you for coming in and talking with me and giving me something to do and someone to talk to. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a good night. And I'm going to do this more. So I will probably see you soon. I usually sleep early, but today is different. All right. So thank you guys. And I hope you all have a good night and a good day for all those on the other side of the world. So yeah, I will be back soon. AML. I'm gonna probably do this more because I can do this. So you guys have a great night. I will see you soon, I promise. Good night.